I bought a lamp. This place is really coming along. And a clock. Celebrate. So recently I've been traveling all over the world. Yes. Yup, that's right. I'm a world traveler. Got the passport and everything. And the last place I traveled to was Costa Rica, where I got this shirt. Now this adventure wouldn't have been as convenient and crazy as it was without this bad boy. This is the Honor 5X. On this trip, it was my favorite travel accessory. Now I got a ton of video on this trip of all the crazy things that happened. And let me tell you, this phone came in handy a lot. It's got a 5 megapixel front facing camera and a 13 megapixel camera on the back. And I have great news. You can pre-order your own Honor 5X by clicking the link in the description box below. Costa Rica was crazy and absolutely beautiful in literally every single way. And boy, do I have some stories. So my friend Luke Korns and I decided that we needed to go on a little adventure. So we bought a last minute plane ticket from LA to Costa Rica and arrived directly in Costa Rica literally that day. So we get there and we're greeted by some of y'alls. We ask you guys where to go and you tell us that the best place to go is San Jose. So we take a bus from the airport to San Jose and get dropped off in the middle of the strangest place I've ever been in.
So here we are.
We don't know what to do. We're in a foreign country. Our phones don't work. Eventually, we find an internet cafe. We go in, we look for a place to stay, and we find one called The Cocoon. So we get in a taxi, tell the guy where we're going. He doesn't know what we're talking about. He takes us to some random area. Eventually, we find a hotel. We try to talk to the lady and end up getting a random room in this $20, literally $20 hotel. And it was very creepy looking.
Hola. You know, I mean, this is so creepy. It's pretty nice.
So we stay in this crazy $20 hotel, go grocery shopping.
We're going to a grocery store.
Go out to eat.
We're at a place called Healthy Food Eating, and this is soup.
Oh, this is good.
Explore the city.
Stickers!
And on the second afternoon in Costa Rica, I decide to go on a run. Just a silly little run. I mean, why not? What's the worst that could happen? And being my stupid self, I think, hey, I'm not gonna bring a wallet and a phone because that could get stolen. And after running for literally about 3 minutes, I get lost. In the middle of the ghetto, in a city, in a foreign country that speaks a language that I don't speak at all. I know 3 words. Lo siento, bonita, caliente. So here I am going around Costa Rica, literally asking everyone, bookstore ladies, police, even bankers, how to get back to my hotel. It's really hard to ask someone directions when all you can say is, you're hot, you're beautiful, and I'm sorry. Like what was I supposed to say? So the police in Costa Rica are trying to get me back to this hotel, and eventually they can't figure it out, so they just say, bye, kid. I go to a lady in a bookstore and ask her for help, and she doesn't know what the heck I'm talking about. I ask a bunch of random cute girls on the street. They don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, they were flattered. I called them beautiful. But, I mean, when I was like, they didn't really understand what I meant. So finally, I go to this internet cafe literally 3 hours after getting lost. And I make a tweet asking you guys to tweet Luke that I'm lost and to DM me. And he does. I give him my location, he travels there, and I wait for literally another 2 hours because he gets lost and can't find me in Costa Rica, and he decides not to bring his phone either. What? And eventually, by some miracle, he finds me, and it is like the best, most relieving moment of my life, just being reunited after like 5 hours of being stranded in a foreign country where no one speaks English with your best friend. It's just a miracle. But then we have to deal with the fact that we're both lost together. So we end up taking taxis around the city looking for our hotel. One of them drops us off in the most ghetto area I've ever seen. Ever seen. And we stumble upon some prostitutes. I mean, I assume they were prostitutes. They flashed their boobs at us and asked us if we could go home with them. In English. They knew English. Only freaking people that knew English were the prostitutes. So yeah, my friend and I literally got hit on by prostitutes, male prostitutes, and one female. in a random country in Costa Rica in the ghetto. So we left that part of town and we go to a new hotel. And then we get on one of their computers, find our hotel, go back to our hotel. This has been literally like a 10-hour day of being lost constantly. And then when you think you're found, you're still lost. And when you think you're found again, you're still lost again. So we decide to go across the country to a new part of Costa Rica, get ripped off by a taxi driver for like $200, sit on a bus for like 12 hours, get to another ghetto in another part of the country called Limon, stay at another $20 hotel, and finally get to the beautiful place we've been trying to get all week. Stay there a few days, have some good meals, see some cool beaches, trek some jungles.
No, shut up.
And now the trip is getting close to ending. And to end it off, we decide to have a meet and greet with you guys. We tweeted out, arrive at the park, and Luke and I are expecting, 10, 15 people maybe.
No way.
Well, there were like 250 people.
Really? Oh my word.
This part of the trip was absolutely crazy and felt so amazing. Just to know that I have support like that in countries that I've never been means so much to me. And basically you guys tell us that we stayed in the ghetto the whole time, in parts of your own country that you are even afraid to go to. And we're like, but honestly, that trip was freaking amazing, and thank you to everyone watching who made it possible, and thank you to the people in Costa Rica that met us, who gave me this shirt, and all kinds of letters, and candy, and words of encouragement, and hugs, and love, and everything beautiful. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. You make my world great. And that was my crazy adventure in Costa Rica. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story of my last crazy traveling adventure. If you did, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Comment in the comments section below where you want me to travel to next, and then maybe I will, and I'll have a meet and greet and be able to meet you. If you don't already, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all those good things. Links will be to those in the description below my panties. As always, I love you guys, and I will see you next week.
Am I tripping?